Whenever you want, Taylor. I'm gonna keep talking.
I was enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, we'll just keep having the conversation.
Just play us in, dude.
Ah, there it is.
Wait, do I look good?
I don't know. Do you look good?
Oh, you look great. You look great.
He looks great.
Thank you.
30 pounds lighter.
40 pounds lighter.
40 pounds lighter?
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Bro, I need your
40 pounds.
regimen after this.
Just ferociously beating off.
Welcome back to the Pushback Army.
Just jerk off.
Like that.
Just jerk off till you see smoke.
And for any new listeners, I know you're immediately gone by this point.
Yeah,
so
it's a rated R. It's a rated R podcast.
For all our OGs,
I mean, hey, it's been long enough that a lot of people have come of age.
Yes.
that was listening to the.
That's true.
The prior
That's
podcast.
probably true.
I did get married. Does that count?
It does.
You're a
You've
big
come
boy
of,
now.
Come of
Yeah.
age.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
it was hard convincing him to come stay for this. He's
It
like,
was-
it's gonna be past my bedtime.
That is not what happened. I said, could you please get somebody to open so I'm not here for 12 hours? And he was like, no.
Yeah,
He's
no.
like, no, dude. Just
I'm a
wear
cheap
all
ass.
green. Just make sure you wear all green.
Dude, in our yeah, I know. In our point of sale, like when you go to clock in, you can ask, like you can do like a break, and the default is like a 10-minute paid break. And I'm messaging him, I'm like, you cheap fuck. And he's like,
It's all like default. I don't change any of the settings. I'm just like, oh, interesting. But like I get a report on the daily, and it annoys the crap out of me when I see like man hours, and it just says 0, and I'm like, there's definitely some man hours I had to pay for here.
Nick Popas doesn't take that many shits on the clock.
I provided him a slide block. I
You just been sliding
I put
the
a
whole
slide
time.
block. Yep.
Yeah.
And you're spying on him so you can see when he's sliding.
I spy on them. I see what's up. So there's an elephant in the room. We are no longer in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also no longer in the barn.
What do we call that? The
Studio A?
the shed.
Yeah,
Stoke
the
shed?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the Stoke shed. We had like a weird name for
I'm
it.
not sure.
Do you remember those just like monster episodes we would do out there, and then we would have to take a break in the middle to take a piss in your yard?
You'd have the like 2.5 hour episode with like Matthew Shoemaker where we're like, we
Sorry,
all
dude.
gotta pee,
Like,
bro.
yeah.
Like, pause.
Yeah, it was like I think the first or second episode. I was like I have to piss immediately.
Yeah.
And then I was out there for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
well, you know,
Niagara Fallsing it.
when Caleb's like, hey, here's like a 30 stack at PBR. Like,
But we're back, kind of. We are
Welcome
here.
back to us.
We built a shrine. In the meantime, we put some Onewheels on the wall, mostly where they stay, because I haven't had a chance to use them. So it's kind of like, people have been wondering. People ask the people like, what's up with Pushback Army? Are you guys gonna come do an episode?
It's guerrilla warfare now. It's
Exactly.
underground.
Are you guys gonna
Yeah.
come back? I'm like, yes, but we have weird schedules.
Yeah, stuff got weird.
So welcome back. This is dude, I think this was the same. Like, this is the same day that we did it like 2022.
Really?
When we
The
started
same
the podcast.
day. Like
The OG crew. This is it. This is the originals.
crew.
Taylor
Wow.
was on the couch with us. We all kind of like scrunched in with one camera, my big TV with the Pushback logo on the back.
I remember.
It was very cozy.
It was very cozy.
very
Yeah.
nice.
I was this close to bringing that skate couch that we brought in out there into here so we could all have a cozy couch.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we've had some changes.
We haven't,
there's
we
been a
haven't
lot.
made
You've
an episode.
expanded.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We
I didn't.
Christian decreased in size. We increased in size.
Yeah.
So for people that have been asking, so we took over a pretty big property that has a lot of really cool features. Mostly like features for bikes and skateboards and scooters, but there's 66 acres here, and there is quite the opportunity for some trails, for some camping. I mean, you can ride your Onewheel inside. Don't get me wrong.
I've done it.
Oh yeah, you absolutely, especially with the remote.
With
Oh
the
man,
remote,
with
for
the
sure.
remote, you're totally in game.
Yeah.
Some of you guys have seen some clips on Instagram. You've seen Josh Haley. He sent it into the foam pit off of this. Nico went up the foam pit launch ramp with it.
Up the big one.
Up the big one.
The outdoor skate park is great. I love wheeling out there is great. So
Yeah. So we have an indoor skate park. We have an outdoor skate park. We have this new podcast studio that's not quite finished, but we felt we needed to do something for the people.
Yeah. Have we done? I don't think we've done an episode all year.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year was the last time we were doing it. So basically, here's what happened with Pushback, right? We were kind of going through some stuff, like we were doing the streams, we're trying to make it work with the weekly thing.
Yeah.
The streams kept having issues and pissing me off.
Yeah, that was.
And the whole like technical difficulties, and then scheduling conflicts started happening, and then we did like the Oak City. It was the Oak City.
Yeah, that's right.
That's like our last
right.
one. It went great.
Was
it was
that
amazing.
May?
Yeah, May, and then we had it, and then
we took the summer off, and then we all got really busy.
yeah. So here we are,
Here we are.
back with the original. We have our
the OG crew,
co-host,
Yeah, the
co-host of the host,
not so special guest.
the not so
Yes.
special guest. Yes.
the hair that built flight fins. That's back in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, we just figured we'd get back on the mic here real quick and say hey to the people, do another podcast.
Hey there, one wheeler.
Hello.
We're just chilling.
Yeah,
So-
This is just an ASMR.
That's right. Yeah, we're just gonna listen to like people chew gum and
No, I just want Christian to just breathe in the mic slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We need the bossa nova remix of the intro song. You know.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been trying to get it together for an episode for a while now.
Yeah, we have.
But it's
So,
mostly my fault. Honestly.
Yeah, it's all Christian's fault.
It's pretty
It
much
is,
my
yeah.
fault. Yeah,
Ori,
I've been the one.
Ori's a saint. He's always here, ready to go.
I've been here the entire time.
He lives
never
here
left.
now. That's his bed over there.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
it is. Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely the problem. I admit it.
No, I think I got a little busy. So we're trying to make a PEV friendly place here. And like when you there's a lot of backstory with this whole place, and I really don't want to divulge into it on this episode of like what this place was, how we acquired it, why we got into it. But like that opportunity hit us in March, and like it was just balls to the wall forward. Like there was like if we were gonna do it, we had to be like 100% in and ready.
Yeah.
So like we all kind of talked and we're like, let's just see how it goes. Like if we can make it work, we'll make it work. If we can't, like I think this is a bigger opportunity for potential one wheel festivals in the future.
Yeah.
Or PV.
There's a huge
festivals.
opportunity here. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Whatever it like turns, it's already awesome. So whatever it becomes is just going to be more awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad to see it getting used. It's like,
Yeah.
with the everything that was here already was, it's like, this is amazing, but it never, like, it got used once or twice a year. It was like, so
Yeah.
even just seeing it in use is amazing
Dusting it
already.
off.
Yeah,
Dusting it
it's having an indoor place to skate is, it's always
Yeah.
valuable.
So that's what it is. This place is now called Stoke Run Action Sports Park. It is also the home of the Pushback Army. This is like the new studio place.
Yeah.
We have some things in the works. We've been talking with some people, but we're gonna try to do an Oak City live stream again. I
Yeah.
talked with Josh about that.
Sweet.
That
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
going to try to do like what we can when we can.
I think we try to set a goal like what we say once every other month if we can,
like
or once a quarter.
Yeah, the goal is like, yeah.
Well, it's also, it's hard to just keep talking about one wheel. It's like,
Well, yeah, there was that point. I mean,
Yeah, it's
like things were evolving so quick, and there's a lot of bullshit and drama mixed up in all of it. And like, it's like, well, all right, so we got Vesk, we got this thing happening, and that thing happening. Oh, okay, this little
Yeah.
tweak, and then it's like things would move slow but fast at the same time, so you
Mm-hmm.
can only talk about the same circle of stuff so much.
Yeah. This person's suing this person still.
Yeah.
You know, like it's okay, cool.
So we want to bring value to the community. Like we want to keep doing the guest interviews, but like getting a lot of these guys are on the West Coast. Like trying
We're
to,
far away.
We're in-
yeah,
we're in
tucked,
Ohio.
We're tucked away. So yeah, it's hard to line that up, and it's hard to like ensure that everybody has good equipment, good enough equipment, to be on or whatever, and not sound like ass.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
because that makes my job a lot harder.
yeah, dude. But yeah, other than that, I mean, sorry, I did. I've done a lot of riding this year, which has been cool. I mean, not as much as like, the first year when you year or whatever, you get your one wheel and you put like 1,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I did much less this year, but I did a lot more like like trail riding, and got outside a lot this year, which was cool. Took that Vesk out there and climbed some hills.
I feel so.
180s are peaking.
Yeah.
180s are way better than mine now. It's like
backside. Yeah.
Backside 180. Yep.
I feel
I
so
still
like
can't front side to save my life.
Like I feel like so we went through. We had this idea for Oak City Stripe Fest. We're like, let's build this future motion freeboard, and like let's make it all happen. We put all those puzzle pieces together.
Oh, this story.
I got the thing functioning right, and we're going through. And we had all the stuff, and we like documented all the pieces and everything while we were there, and we get back, and the footage is gone.
Like it is like a ghost.
Like there's
gone.
a gap on my card. I was like.
It was
Is
future
it
motion, wasn't
sabotage?
I still don't like. I don't know to this day what happened.
it? Was it just like on a card that
deleted.
was lost, or
No, it was deleted because I took a recovery software and I went back and I could see the clip that was there, but we couldn't salvage it with the way that the way it got
I
deleted.
remember that. Must have been Starlink.
What? So it was just like it's like this downer point. I'm like, all right, live streams aren't working out. Like we have this future motion freeboard idea. We're gonna put this piece of content out. And then I'm like, I haven't even had time to like ride this thing and test it. I've had the least amount of riding this year. I feel so disconnected from the one wheel.
Dude, the most amount of riding I did this year, actually, because you guys weren't able to make it to my wedding. What'd you do?
What did you just do?
The table.
I heard that. Ping.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're good. You're
This table does make things sound gnarly. Like everything just sounds really
Bro, you pegged that thing.
like an M1 Garand on your knee.
I feel like that's the point when you need to cue the intro track.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
We got the depression out of the way, guys. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No,
dude.
you're good. So the most riding I did was actually in preparation for the wedding, because for Jen and I's grand entrance, we rode one wheels in. She was like
Nice.
in her dress riding the one wheel in.
That's
and,
awesome.
Like that's on camera somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Future Motion sabotaged that too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you played.
I played your remix of Kick Push.
Yeah,
Oh,
he played
nice.
the. He played the.
That's
What do I
funny.
call pushback? Yeah, pushback. 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 Push.
It
Dude,
was the best thing ever because
killer.
he knew it was going to happen. I told him, but even though he knew, when that song started playing, I looked at him and he did that. He went, "Oh my god!"
Up until right now, I thought you were lying. Yeah. I
Oh,
like
you're
your
actually doing it.
I like your one-stop board shop color scheme back there.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful colors. It's also Stoke Run's colors too, like the black and red, which is cool. But we want to get some more stuff in. So we have I have gifts. I have gifts for these guys right here.
Ooh.
While
Was
he's
it a gel
talking-
blaster?
We have a few
You
gel
owe
blasters.
me a
have
case.
some.
You owe me a case.
A case?
I've
He
got
promised
you
me a case. Yeah.
We'll
of
get you
gel
a case.
blasters.
He's pawned off a case on me. I'm like, I'll find somebody to shoot.
Dude, there are
Don't say the number.
like a lot of boxes at my house right now.
Really?
So I have this voicemail from. I'm trying to save it. I have this voicemail from this FedEx guy,
Oh yeah.
and he's just like, you can hear him. It's like a Monday, and he's like, "Hello, this is FedEx. I have 57 boxes for you. Hope somebody's there. All right."
Soon.
And so I pull up the security cams. I'm like calling Taylor. I'm like, dude, there's a FedEx guy on the way, and he has a truck full of these things from Oak City. And I pull it up, and I just see it's the entire FedEx truck, and it's just stacked full of these boxes. And so they like unload them for like an hour. But I'm like, we got some gel blasters to give away. So don't worry if you didn't get some gel blasters,
Dude.
come blast them here.
Remember Float Life Fest this year when we filled up that jug with the beads and we were like tripping out because they all lined up. We're like, whoa, like science and nature. And
Yeah, I didn't know that you could actually like
It was
make
crazy,
the
dude.
beads, and it was whoa.
What's
the?
this?
So I have this. This literally just came in yesterday. The great guys. Do you guys remember
that
you
copy?
remember the
Yeah.
interview we did with Andrew
Of course,
and the guys
man.
at Fluid Theory?
Fluid Theory? Hell
So this
yeah.
is their new product. They call it a glow job or glow jobs. Yeah. So
Okay,
they're like
that's funny. I like
they're like
that.
the LED and they go on a GT.
Go on your hub.
Yeah. Goes on the hub. So it goes on a GT or GTS,
Sick.
and you can just
That's
pop it around the hub, and you
pretty
get some
cool.
cool LED lights.
I knew I kept
wanted
my.
to hit us up.
I knew I kept my GT for something.
Now you know, right here. So shout out to
Hey,
Fluid
thanks,
Theory.
man.
Shout out to
Dude.
these guys that
Shout
still
out to
So
Fluid.
dope.
shout out to the guys that still support it. You know, like we really haven't, like we kept the Instagram going, right? But like we didn't.
Yeah.
We were a podcast at the end of the day, and
Yeah.
we didn't bring the people podcast content. I feel kind of bad.
Well,
I'm like
you
bringing them
know-
something bigger in the end of the day.
But you know what? Like daily, still, we get tagged in things
yeah.
that people want us to feature. So
Yeah,
we
you-
left some kind of legacy.
You had to. I mean, you've built a beautiful base layer for tons of more content and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, you have to take a break from.
Should we
stuff
rebrand
sometimes.
it Tiltback?
Dude.
Yes, maybe. No, you got to stick with the PBR.
Yeah, dude. The PBR is too good to give up.
Yeah.
The PBA, baby. The
PBA.
Pushback
Oh,
Army.
man.
Yep.
So
yeah.
you have some products.
Yes, none on me, but,
But
I
you
do have
got some product, bro?
Yeah,
It's
we've
now,
got-
it's now legal to travel with product, and this.
Yeah, we've got some butt fins now that you can just grab your handles and just.
Yes, I've tried them.
Anti-gravity fins.
You
right?
gotta, dude. You just got. Sometimes you gotta grab them by the butt cheeks and just give them hell. You know. Saddle
Yes. So I was actually thinking about that when we, you asked me about the goat, several podcasts ago, and I was like, yeah, it's coming. It'll be here
Yeah.
eventually. The goat but now the goat is
goat is here?
the goat is
There's
here.
a goat
Are
in the
you
building.
are you
There's a
caught
goat in the
up
building.
now?
We are now caught up. We have
yeah.
goats to spare. So
Yes. Oh, well, you have one less goat to spare because I still need to get one.
I could use a goat over my Enduro. I'm just saying.
Over top of it, you're just gonna tuck it in.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
top.
the Goat 6 is coming. Hyped about that. That should be in
yeah.
about a month or so. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. I don't know if it can beat the. I mean, going up against the T2. That's. I don't know
Dude,
if people are gonna
that's
have
my TT, bro.
That's gonna be
My
tough.
T2
'cause
forever, baby.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It's gonna be really. I love the T2 so much. I've just gotten to know it. It's gonna be difficult to rock me off the T2, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Although the goat is, in my opinion, which doesn't mean anything. In my opinion,
For a
is
6.5.
superior tire to any on the market currently.
Yeah.
Especially
it.
not the
He
one
said it.
on my board that's out around and rubs every
I
time.
tried it
fill
on.
up
I tried
with
it
air.
on Nick's GTS.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I like it.
I like the
it a
sound
lot.
it makes on the street.
Yeah.
The hum.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm. I like the pattern it makes in the dust.
Mhm. Yeah, we've gotten a number of people that have sent us just an image of just the dirt,
Like
just
trail,
the tread
tread.
through it.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
it's so good.
rad.
But you have another product that's out here now.
Oh, the Falcon 2s.
Falcon 2.
I'm really excited. So, I mean, that even from the very first part of Flight Fins, when we first started going, I was like, I just want to put it wherever I want it on the footpad. I wanted something more modular that you could truly put wherever on the footpad. And this is a good start. I think this is going to be an iterative process. They'll still be the Falcon 2s. Probably won't go Falcon 3, 4. But as far as a base layer, again, I think I'm really happy with them. They are really comfortable. Again, being able to tilt your foot, that makes a huge difference. Because most time with fins are kind of more squared off, which feels good for tricks and stuff like that. But especially when I'm racing, I love having a little bit more of a race stance, both feet tilted. So
Yeah.
it is choice.
No, I think that's why I like the V1s I have which is on this board back here. I put it on those growler rails, and so it's just a little tighter knit. So you can almost adjust your feet in it, even though it's not directly aligned. You don't have to go as wide, but still feel at a normal stance, but still kind of be at an angle. But I'm looking at these and I'm like, this product's incredible. It looks amazing.
And it has even more. It's like there's a number of angles that feel good with your foot squeezing into it. So, yeah, I'm excited. So,
dude, and so many things are evolving in the one-wheeled space, right?
yeah.
So-
Yeah, it is. I mean, it did not stop. I mean, like
Did you guys ride a float wheel yet?
Oh
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I watched Josh Haley basically chuck it off of a
Just
cliff.
fuck that thing up, dude. It came back
I mean,
all
Nico.
shattered.
It was
Yeah.
Nico was like, "Here, break this thing." Basically,
Okay,
Josh was
so it was Nico's
I'm
board.
good at that.
And
I'm
I-
gonna do that.
I wrote it after it was broken. So it was like, it still felt great.
It
It
still-
looked
yeah, it
like
kept going.
shit, and like
Yeah.
you know the controller box and the battery box were like dragging on the ground. But it was a really comfy ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
he's persistent, man.
Yeah.
His site's got shut down like I don't know, like 4
They can't-
times in the past 2
They
weeks.
can't find him. They don't know where he
That
is.
crypto.
Tony's just
dude.
like, you
That
can't
crypto.
stop me.
Maybe he's why Bitcoin went back up.
So there's that. I mean, they got the GTS now, right?
That is a dope ass board.
It is.
That's a
Did
good
you get
board.
one?
I do. Okay. We had to get a company board, of course.
Of course you
Had
did.
to.
Right.
But yeah, it's a great board. It's fast. It has that what I would expect from a Vesk, like as far as like, oh sweet, it's power when I need it.
Yeah.
There's like no hesitation. It's still the GT format, which
Yeah.
I am only so on, but as far as the tuning and everything else,
As far as like
pretty
over the counter shit you can get,
yeah, exactly.
it's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
It's what the GT
And
should
they
have been from the start.
Yeah.
And so now with like the right to repair laws, right? And I might have missed this, but you can buy a hub, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you can buy it, which means there could be the potential for them to make a downsized hub in the future.
Yep, that is true. I don't know if they would ever. I had this discussion with my brother. If they would ever go back to a 6, if they would ever, say, okay, we made a mistake.
We're going to a
and
7,
we're
guys.
yeah, but I think they're too deep now. That's true. They could just offer a 6-inch version and the 6.5, and then just have them both. Again, it's what they could have done all along. Is like, hey,
Yeah.
options, guys, instead of just saying, here, eat it. This is the only thing you have to ride. But
Yeah, and we're doing this on purpose to fuck with everybody's businesses. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
like,
That is what it is.
yeah. I mean,
But-
what else is it?
So
There's
what
no
about-
there's no benefit.
Now, what about this other trend now with the and I haven't. This is like I'm trying to catch myself up, but I try to stay in tune with the community. The big tire gang, like
Ooh, yeah.
so you're in big tire,
like 5-inch hub, like small, like tiny hub,
dude.
big
Like
big
ti-
tire.
tiny
yeah,
hub,
tiny
big
hub,
tire.
big tire, man.
Then I mean there was
Feels
also like the
good.
other like 5, not 5.5, but like the 6-inch with the big like the 7-inch tire or something,
Okay.
right? You know what I
Well,
mean?
see,
Like the super.
There's like the standard size hub tires
Yeah.
where it's like 6 and then a big old fatty tire.
Yep.
Then there's like the small hub with the big old fatty
Right,
tire.
the 5-inch one
Yeah.
from TFL. Yeah.
All have different feels for sure. The 5-inch hub is a doozy. It like when you get on it, it's a mixed bag when you first get on it, because at first you're like, oh, the cushion. It's like it is so floofy and just like a marshmallow, but then also it kind of feels like a marshmallow when you're turning,
I see.
where it's
Yeah.
like nothing but there's no sidewall. You're not feeling any of that rim basically.
I'm so used to, whisper wide, like growler level stuff, and I'm like, this is fine, like squirrely as hell.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the big tire gang, you're right. I mean,
Big tire gang.
seemed to be a pretty big. Like I know Nico was super heavy into it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with with that, like big tire gang, with like underground race? I don't know how much you guys have kept up on it. Like how was the racing season for the rest of this year?
It was cool. I mean, underground was really sweet. I enjoyed going to the meet. I think it's only going to get better. I'm actually really excited for the underground scene in general, because it feels it does have that like grittiness, and it also just feels more like a fun meetup too, just like hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Just going running it, hanging out some more. Yeah, it was really sweet. The finals at Travis's were really cool.
Nice.
I had a blast, so I'm sure it's only gonna get better with more people supporting. It'll be interesting to see too. I know there was some kind of polls online, like how much would you give a year to support the underground scene, or to like be in the race scene basically. That'll be interesting to see, because I think that prizes bring in a lot of people. It's like if there's something to be won other than just bragging rights or for tickets, then it's
Yeah.
like that just makes people want to push all the harder. So.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. I don't know. Or if there'll be some sort of collective, because right now I think it's a little bit more separate as far as the underground scene, as far as like each state kind of has their own pocket. There's some overlap, but and then like standardizing it too, where it's like what classes, foot hooks, no foot hooks, voltage, weight. You start to get this huge list of all the different things, the way you can shake it out, and then you end up with spending 2 days running racers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you have to like, if you like separate out the voltage bracket,
Mm-hmm.
that's easy. But then there's so many other tuning differences, hardware like differences, yeah, it'd be a lot of brackets, or it could be, or you'd have to agree that like, yeah, I mean, whatever the meta build is, in the voltage range or whatever, is just the.
I think that
everybody
it'll probably stay weight. I would assume.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah.
pretty good indicator, and then probably like a range of voltages, like something within this range. The foot hook discussion was an interesting one. I mean, obviously I'm a little bit biased, but even with racing, it's like I think there's a place for no foot hooks. I think
raw dogging.
I think stock races are super
it's
fucking
a
sick.
good
They're
equalizer.
awesome,
It's like
dude.
everyone, I like those are my favorite games where it's like everyone starts on completely equal,
Yeah.
and there's just purely just your skill how
Right.
you can.
And yeah, that like it's awesome to watch too. Like I know, I mean, it's been a while since I've ridden a board without like flight fins on it, but it's like once you get used to that, it's almost hard to ride down the street without them. You know what I mean? Like where you're like, I know how this board works, but I don't remember how it turns. I don't remember, like
I will say, getting back skateboarding now, like I enjoy the finless. Like,
It is, there's I definitely have a finless board in the shop. Where it's like
I like sliding finless boards a lot.
but there's just something about like when you get in the jumps and stuff. So like we did the BMX track that we have out here. So we have a national BMX racetrack. So if any of you guys are familiar with BMX racing, we've got one out here. It has like the drop gate. It's got the downhill. It's got massive paved berms. I mean, you've seen these berms. They're huge. And so like if you hit that with enough speed, I did it with that 18S over the summer. We finally got it regraded. We took off like 7 feet worth of vegetation and like got it back down to dirt at least. And like ride it, like you just want fins. You can just like huck it over the tables. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you get to some of those like doubles and things like that, you just want to.
Yeah,
pop
and
over
I love I love using fins or a competitor to like race around tight turns and stuff in the woods. Like just being able to I'm just stuck to this board. I know.
What's the competitor rhyme with?
I don't know. I've never used them.
Oh, of course you have.
But I love just like the carviness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more challenging to carve hard without fins, of course.
Definitely.
And like any chatter that like starts to slide your foot off is like, whatever. But I don't have anything to prove to anybody.
Right.
I'm just trying to have a good time. And so
That's
I
ultimately.
I like my build.
It's a good time, yeah.
I stick with
That's
it.
why I haven't updated my GT, because I didn't want to experience haptic feedback. So.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't experienced haptic buzz. No, I haven't. Because on the GTS, it's a lot. That's a lot higher cap. So I haven't felt it
Right.
yet. So haven't even ridden enough to really get the sensation. So only by secondhand buzz do I know.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant, and it's an awful sound that it makes. But the custom tuning is pretty nice.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
I might update. Maybe after I get a
it's
goat
better.
on it, then maybe I'll update it.
Yeah, I think the custom shaping is way better than it was on XR.
For sure. Yeah, no, it's way more in depth than kind of the stuff that you'd expect from like a Vesk build or.
Yeah, it was the first time I felt like, and I literally the only reason I still have a GT is because I don't have a headlight on my Vesk, and I like to ride at night, and I happen to have a GT. You know what I mean?
Just get a
Yeah.
flashlight, bro.
I
That's
know,
better
dude.
riding anyway.
It is, but yeah.
Josh, actually, we did, because that was the other thing that we rigged up on this board.
know.
I never got to test a lot of it because we were trying to look for the 5-volt rail that we could put it in, but he put in I don't remember the name of the chip, but he had his chip, the Andon chip. We put it in, and we had the LEDs, and I could go through the colors, and it was great. It was amazing. And then it's like, well, the little battery that we like Velcroed onto it died or whatever, and then you can't, like it would fall off like a mid ride, and then it's just you're blacked out. It's almost worse blacking out like on a ride. Like I would rather just ride without lights than like black out during the ride. And you're like, oh shoot, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There was a rock there. Oh, there was a rock there, and then.
I do think though that custom shaping you can tune it to where it feels just better to ride. So I think I've probably put maybe 200 miles on my GT this whole year, and I've probably put like 700 or 800
Technically,
miles on my
it's my wife's GT, and
that was
she's pregnant again, so she's not riding.
Congratulations!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Quick little cut track. It's like a blessing and a curse. Like I have 3 kids.
We call that a blur.
A blur.
While he's doing it.
You look like Grumpy Cat.
He's like, oh, another kid. It's like, well, it's challenging because like being an entrepreneur, business person, you like take on endeavors and you want to take on more stuff and you want to do the creative things and you're ADHD and you want to go do everything, but like I'm also building my family right now, and I'm like, well, I'd rather just get that done. Like I had the one, and I'd rather it be like a spurt with all of them and then be done. So I think this is the last.
I hear on some level it's easier once you have a little bit more because they can start to kind of like interact and kind of like
they do. Well, that's like with
the older
3.
one kind of becomes the parent, and then
Yeah, and that's like with 3. It's like, well, it's kind of like uneven playing cards with him. Like with 4, at least you have like the 2 youngers and the 2 olders.
right.
That's kind of how it's pacing out.
Well, eventually they're going to work the trails too, so it's a long-term investment.
Which is crazy. Yeah, because so like Sage now, he's 7, almost 8. Like he has ridden now with like Olympic BMX riders.
Yeah.
Like he's seen a whole new level of this stuff. And he's clearing. He does more than Taylor does on the bike right now.
I'm the only one allowed to diss myself, not you. You're taking me back to the whole C+ producer thing.
Oh no, he's an A+ producer. He helped stage the cameras. He did everything. But he got.
Thank you.
No, Sage is like he picked up on that thing in the summer. So I'm like, all right, we have this haven now where he's going to learn the sports. He's flying on a one wheel, like he's on pints. So I'm like almost ready to upgrade him to an XR. Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to get him into these festivals and like get him racing, doing the little Grom stuff. But I'm curious too. I want to know your opinion because I know you got to ride a little bit at the tabletops up top, right? Up where the dirt jumps are.
Just a touch, yeah.
Just a bit,
just
right?
a scotch, yep.
And then did you get to touch the racetrack at all?
Not when it was cleared off.
Okay.
No.
All right. So I want you to come look at it eventually and tell me like what you think maybe for races.
Oh no, the racetrack looks buttery. That's a great.
Right?
It's a nice. It's like real compact too. I think.
Wide,
Yeah.
like super wide. You could run quads on it if you wanted to.
Yep.
I don't know. Like I just think one wheel racing or just general PV racing, like doing some EUC races on them. I think there's a golden opportunity here.
I learned how to ride a UC finally.
Did you?
Yeah.
What kind?
I don't know.
Was it the little one?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a mod. I mean, I don't know the names. I'm not an EUCer.
You're not a euker?
It was a uke of some kind. But I finally, up until that point, every time I got on one, I would like try and like finagle it for a little bit and be like, "Fuck this thing, I don't want it," because I only go sideways. I've never taken up the straight shot. But it finally clicked. It was all in the like kind of the knee, like kind of bend your knees to the side, and I wasn't doing that, and it made a lot more sense. So it is pretty
skiing,
fun.
bro.
it is pretty fun.
It's like skiing.
It is pretty fun. I gotta say.
I'm sure.
I'm not gonna pick it up.
You've done an EUC, right?
I tried that little blue one.
Okay.
I think that they're awesome, and people who do it are so gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shibby
but-
time.
dude. But
Those are some of the most
for
impressive things
me,
I've ever seen.
it feels not good. I just don't. I don't know. Something with my, I don't know, vestibular or like inner ear. I just can't face it. I don't know what it is. I'm making up excuses, but it just didn't feel good to me. I mean,
You skated you skated
pretty,
for a long time,
pretty
so
much
that
since I was
pretty
a
locked it
child.
in. Yep.
You've ridden the EUC now a couple times.
Yeah, I got on it. It's I like that thing, but I severely underestimate it every time I get on it because it's so small, and I'm like, I feel like I'm just gonna die when I go down something. But no, it just like you want to go up a hill, and it goes, okay, we're gonna go up that hill.
And that's the M10-4 we're talking about. That's that
The
puny
little
little.
claptrap looking thing.
I want to try one of the bigger ones now that I kind of have like the idea, but at the same time, it's like I can't let that bug bite me because I already have too many hobbies.
the dirt jumps, man. The dirt jumps would be so insane that we have back here with them.
Dude, I want to see Shibby
Yeah.
and Kelly Chameleon. I want to
Oh,
see
yeah?
those two hit that trail.
That would be, dude. If they hit we got to get them out to the trails. I've hit up Shibby a couple times actually from the Stoke Run page. It'd be fun to see him out here.
Oh yeah, for sure. He would
think it'd be good.
rip it.
I want to see you on some Falcons try to hit.
I
If we
will.
get a gradual enough like thing, or you get a tilt remote ready, I think some of the
No, there's a
biggies-
lot of stuff that's totally hittable out there. Yeah. No, this summer's gonna be fun.
absolutely fun.
Yeah.
So what else is new, guys? Christian, what's new with you? Did you have a good Christmas?
I did.
Or
Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Did you have a good Christmas?
I did. I made made a green bean casserole.
Nice.
And yeah, it was delicious, and it was quiet and wonderful and warm
Nice.
Warm and wet as it's been around here, unfortunately.
That's Ohio.
Yeah.
I was gonna go snowboarding, but
It's warm and wet.
it's warm and wet. Yeah,
I have an indoor snowboard you can try.
It was Christmas Day was like 65 degrees.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yep.
You had a good Christmas? Yeah.
I had a good Christmas. I had a low key Christmas because it's been busy this year.
Busy year.
But other than that, yeah, just.
You said you got your list of ideas, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Let me just.
You got to pull out the list, the
we go.
notes. You ready to go? Ready to go over
So
some stuff?
Favorite porn category. Caleb, go.
Do you,
Wife.
Caleb? Do you guys do like the matching pajama thing for your kids?
Yeah.
We do too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
My wife's
like-
always like throwing the pajamas out. Actually, this year we didn't like go buy new ones. We usually do,
Yeah.
but we like ran out of time. And this is the first year I just handed my wife a pile of cash and I said like, there's your Christmas budget.
Yeah.
And like she's typically like always coming back to me with like the card stuff. So this year I just made it simple. I'm like, here's the cash.
Here's the envelope.
Yeah, use this. And but we forgot about the jammies. But yeah, she went out and it was great. It was the first year that our kids like had the under the tree experience.
Yeah.
Like with the
Yeah.
crazy amount of presents.
We were pretty
going
lucky we
through.
got to load them up this year
Nice.
too. I felt like a good Santa Claus. this year.
Yeah. Usually it's like, I think my mom and dad are gonna get them a bunch of crap. So
Yeah.
like let's just limit them. But this year we we try to keep it with like they're into themes now, you know. So like the Legos, like okay, cool. We can get like 17 Lego sets because they'll just create other things within the theme of Legos, not
Yeah.
like a Hot Wheel set and this set and that
Right.
set and the things that get the shovel out and you're ready to just. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
Sure you got all the Legos you wanted.
Of course, yeah.
He
Got
always
to-
get. What do you get for the man who's got all the Legos he
one
wants?
wheel Lego set,
Nice.
rideable, fully
Trails?
rideable. Yep, trails, one wheel trail Legos.
Real dirt feel. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like little circles.
Oh, dude. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, so one thing I really want is an indoor dirt track. I feel like it's feasible. I feel like that if you just got like a sprinkler system to every now and again to spritz it to keep the moisture level.
To keep the dust down. And,
Yeah, to keep the dust down. Just I feel like you could do it. And
You could
I
do-
think you
you could do soil
absolutely
tack.
could.
You could do soil tack.
what is soil tack?
What is
So
that?
soil tack, it's horrible and great all at the same time, but it's basically a dirt glue. And it's what they used to use for the track outside, so that would keep all the weed barrier down and everything. Basically, just turns it into like a solid dirt surface
Oh,
without
interesting.
like the crazy amount of dust. And it's like a spray that goes over top.
I'm sure it's great for the runoff.
Oh yeah, right. Like it'll last a
The
season.
plants love it.
So like
Yeah.
in there, like you spray it with some weed killer and soil tack, like that'll last all season long, and that'll keep the track groomed.
Oh,
Otherwise, you'd literally be grooming
right.
every other day. So the soil tack I found out is, it's great. Like I think I've seen, I bet you that's what other indoor dirt tracks use because I've seen other ones come. So might be kind of expensive,
Yeah.
but you can make a little
I'll look
loop.
in- yeah.
Make
Dude,
a little
I mean,
loop
they
around the
do-
Flight Fins factory.
They
know?
do like.
Sure, the
indoor-
lease would love that.
Don't they do indoor like monster trucks and stuff? Like it's got to be possible.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's like a 1-day event, you know.
Yeah, but I mean yeah.
Like you would want to, I don't know. You'd want to. You'd have to research it a little bit, figure out if the soil tack would keep it in place. Because if you want it to be constant,
Right.
then you
Yeah.
definitely want to like have it stuck
That's the thing.
down.
That's the glory of it would be to like you could just mess it up, make something different.
It's
then
like
just keep.
like a bouldering gym or something where they switch the lines like every 6 weeks or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That'd be sweet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still learning about the. Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Let me just get up in there.
Thank you. I can hear you again.
You're a loud
Get up
motherfucker,
in your
but,
ear. So, I mean, that's been a big learning experience too. Just trailing and kind of figuring out what.
The Rushwood Trails, baby.
Yeah, the Rushwood Trails.
Dude,
Twales.
I got to come out to the
Twales.
Twales this year. The
Twales.
Rushwood
Twales.
Trails.
Twale, the wide the Twales.
So much glass.
It was so much fun.
So much glass.
Hey, we've got all the glass at this point, okay? It's all been pushed to where you can't see it.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
But yeah, that's
Armadillos is a
been
premier sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh yeah, oh that would be good.
Yeah.
I have a whole armadillo section ready
Ready to
their,
go.
For the
their-
glass trails.
Yes, for the glass trails.
Glasswood, not Rushwood.
Glasswood. But yeah, learning how to upkeep those and make them rideable as much as possible has been an experience too. Lots of gravel. Spent a lot on gravel this year, but all well worth
so much gravel.
all well worth.
Have you ever
it,
tried
man.
asphalt millings?
No.
You should, I'll show you what that what we have in the parking lot out here. Maybe it's cheaper than gravel. Asphalt millings, and it's just ground up asphalt. You can,
Like when they peel the streets up and stuff, like they just
asphalt millings. This is recycled millings, and they just like grind it up, and you can get it cheaper by like if it's more chunky. Like it's still got fine sandish texture like gravel, but it's like a mixture, or you can get it super fine. That's how it's like. So out here we had a lot of parking lot. And we're like, well, let's do the asphalt millings, and then if you like spray diesel fuel on it, or like summertime, springtime, it'll like make it emulsify again, and it'll kind of bake in the sun. They call it making poor man's asphalt.
I see.
'Cause it'll kind of like, it's not pretty, but it'll like solidify, make a surface. Might be something to look into.
Certainly. Well, part of it is I like I've always liked how gravel has a little bit of give and a little bit of skid to it. It's like marginally unpredictable. And I like that aspect about it, where it's like because I debated that, like having something that sets up and that's like a solid track, but I don't know. There's something about just a little bit of that.
Dude,
a little bit of that
slippy,
spray.
I like is it like the dogwood part of your trail there that has like the
Real fine stuff.
Fly on that shit.
Yeah, that there's like that really fine ground.
Like
that
cat
stuff is,
litter.
Oh, it's so
nice. And it's like packed into the clay, so you just fly through that area, and then you come out by the culvert with the big chunky gravel. And you're like,
it's such a mix of emotions. You're like, oh, this is wonderful. Oh my god,
it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, what other one wheel stuff is going on?
A lot of different one wheel things. There's boxes and I don't know. Like
I finally got my setup like completely finished.
Yeah. What are you
for
repping?
the end of the season? So I have
For the end of time.
Yeah,
Christian
like-
has found his setup, and he's never changing it.
yeah, but I mean that's obviously not true. But I got it all finished, and I was all pumped, and then I didn't ride it.
Yeah.
I've ridden
That's
it.
like this guy.
I've
back
ridden it
here.
like twice since.
I've got like
Jake fixed it.
I've got like 200 miles on this.
He even waterproofed it, so I have no excuse. Like it's just like
I mean, even with a waterproof board, it's still kind of like, it's like you're just getting it because it's generally going to get muddy. You got to clean it up.
clean
and
it
it's
off.
Like, all right, well.
I still had like my vest still had like the ABS print that's like cracks like the second that you put it back in like across the little thin.
yeah.
And so I'm supposed to get another prototype box here to try out. But I'm like, oh, well, we got like mud and water out here. I don't want to take this thing out. I don't want to have to work on it. Like, it's become a transportation device. I'm like, when we got to go kick people out of the park, it's like fly around. But
Yeah. Or he printed my new battery box.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, what are you printing boxes out of?
Just ABS for now. Okay. Yeah, just straight ABS. You can
Maybe like a finer nozzle is helping with like the cutouts.
Well, one thing I like to do is do like an acetone process after, and kind of glosses over the exterior, makes it a little bit more durable, a little bit more waterproof. I mean, it's still gonna it's still plastic, but there's definitely some stuff coming down the pipeline. I think multiple people are working on like legitimate boxes. I can't believe that no one's made it. The Flow Glider. It totally works. The free 3D print version, but I mean, that's the thing. It's like I'm amazed that no one's made like an upgraded Flow Glider that's just like a little. Because there's a few things that I should just do it myself. I suppose at this point.
Did you look at the? Have you looked at the Fun Wheel box at all?
What?
The Fun Wheel box?
I did. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good.
They got rid of the. It's not the Molex connector, right? It's like the gland.
You get the gland.
The
Yep.
gland connectors.
Yep.
So you got to do a little conversion if you're gonna do that. But
Well,
it looks
I
like a
feel-
solid box. It
yeah.
reminds me of what's the other one? The ELM box, Elm box, or it's called
yeah.
the AV box now or something. Did you ever see that one?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
It's like reminds me of
GT
something
style.
that Matthew Shoemaker would make, like the anodized aluminum, like super nice, had the glands, and it was a sweet run of boxes. But the guy was from the UK or something like that. Sweet box.
Sweet box, man.
Sweet box,
man.
Sweet box. Sweet box.
And this is the value we have to provide to you, One Wheel community, which is why we don't do an episode
Well,
every
it's
week.
like, if we don't have a good guest on, no offense, sorry, but if we don't have a good guest
It's
on,
okay. I'm only the non-important, the not so special Gans.
yeah,
But we do have some guests that are we have a little bit of incentive now, especially after I get to work on the trails. So I've been looking at these. Have you ever seen these mini excavators?
Yeah.
That are like 8-inch base.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick them up at these auctions for like $4,000 to $5,000.
Mm-hmm. Auction's the way.
I'm like, dude, this would build great single track. This would build so good, like these little single track things. So I've been trying to get one. The second that we have one, we can start to carve up at the top of that hill through the woods. We have tons of downhill elevation I didn't even know about. It's on our property. And I'm like, dude, it's like 16 acres worth at least of like downhill tracks, like multiple different ones, different runs. I don't know where I was going with that, but the trails. Oh yeah, we have a lot of incentive to get people to like, hey, like, why don't you come for an in-person show?
oh yeah,
Like, come to the studio.
For
come
sure.
to the table. Don't
Yeah,
come to our dungeon.
Because then you get to ride.
Yeah, it's like come
Yeah.
ride. You can ride the indoor park if you're capable. Come if it's nice out and sunny. We could do this the outdoor park. I think that and I talked to a couple people about this. I think that outdoor park is it's a perfect testing ground for an actual like trick competition. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like typically what we've seen at events is like a little stoke park set up, like which is some real small stuff. But this is almost like a skate park, like an outdoor skate park that has everything that could be like one wheel accessible features to like test limits. You know?
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of one wheelable spots out there. It's even like some of the ledges and stuff like that is
The
all
quarter, the cricket. He got up on the
I was
quarter.
about to
Oh,
say
yeah.
I've seen cricket on a stock board
Mm-hmm.
shred the outdoor park.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if he counts or not. 'Cause, I mean, that dude is just
Doesn't
Like,
count at all.
straight up.
Nope, not
Yeah,
fair.
not a real
But-
person.
But I think it gives the opportunity for like, we have a One Wheel Fest out here, like a little PEV Fest. That's a really good way to judge a competition with like some actual solid features. 3-person runs, like timed competitions, little jam format.
For sure.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, you got
yeah.
some great wheeling out here for sure.
We could totally set it up and do like a mix between downtown Mansfield riding, try to convince like Kingwood to let like a ride go through.
that'd be
you
pretty
know?
tight.
Yeah.
Actually, it would
with
be
the
really nice
gardens.
to ride in Kingwood if they would allow
Check
that.
out the peacocks.
I'm sure we could pull some triggers if you just like did
Why you gotta
one
say it like
ride.
I fucking like peacocks, dude. Do you have peacocks roaming around anywhere else that you know of?
It is kind of mind blowing. It doesn't feel real.
Yeah, like I grew up going to that place where there are peacocks,
Yeah.
and so peacocks.
chased down by one.
Peacocks aren't weird to me now, right? But some people come to Ohio and have never seen a peacock, which is not native to Ohio. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like having. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but I was gonna say it's like having Cedar Point. Like I fucking never go there, but people
Yeah.
travel from all
Yeah.
over the world to go there because it's special. But I
or-
grew up going there.
Or Grandpa's Cheese Barn.
Or Grandpa Cheese. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
most importantly,
Dude,
Grandpa
yeah.
Cheese Barn.
Get some fucking pepper bacon jelly or whatever. And,
I wonder, do the peacocks know that they don't belong here?
wow, dude, I didn't say they
mean,
didn't.
Do they?
belong.
Do
I
they
don't know about
know?
that.
Do they know that they're
Jesus.
not native here?
I somewhere deep down, I'm actually traumatized by peacocks.
Yeah.
Because when I was like 5 or 6, we went to Kingwood, and there was a peacock that apparently it had some baby eggs or something, and I was getting close to it or something
Baby
like
eggs.
that. And
Different
that
from other
peacock
eggs.
like went full ape shit mode on me and like chased me down. I'm just like screaming, running. And this thing's got like talons towards me, like got
I mean,
like,
they're
shirt
intimidating
towards my
creatures.
back.
Yeah.
like I don't know if it was actually gonna hurt me, but like
I mean, you even hear it. It's like something prehistoric. It's like, ah!
yeah,
Dude,
They're
it's crazy.
It's coming towards me, and like the claws, like grabbing the shirt type mentality. I'm freaking out, going towards my grandpa. So somewhere I got some trauma to heal from peacocks. They're pretty, you know. I didn't have you design a peacock. I had you design a groundhog.
Peafowl are native to Sri Lanka and India.
Thank
Not
you.
Ohio.
Thank you.
But it'd be cool if we could organize like a little town ride, you know, like a
Mansfield
takeover.
sucks to ride in though.
Kind of does.
Yeah, but a Kingwood ride.
A
would
Kingwood
be,
ride would be
That'd be
would
sweet.
Be badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would like we'd figure out the path to Kingwood and then back to wherever we were going.
I mean, that said, some of the urban like decay is fun to ride. And
I
it's just
agree.
like bonks
I
and
agree.
shit
Yeah.
and just like kind of fun stuff. But you got to have
The
like a
streets,
you got to have
though,
a
yeah, like
path.
the roads are like
Yeah.
not great.
I feel like
They're
we
not
have
very
to figure out some
conducive.
stuff because I mean we've got Rushwood now, we've got Travis's.
I'm not saying
trails,
it's not worth it.
We've
I'm
got
saying
Stoke Run.
I'm saying just
We're gonna force it into a rideable state.
Yeah,
yeah.
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 exactly. Yeah,
I agree.
we all agree.
I
A
concur.
lot of good riding to be had.
Yes.
Just get a shovel, dude.
So there's a quick update.
Yeah.
You got
I wanna plug
Oh,
Stoke Run
man.
specifically.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
So oh wow, thank you for the vote of confidence, guys. No, if you guys are like, oh man, I miss the crew and Taylor for some reason, you can
A+
can-
producer.
you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Stoke Run, and we post daily, multiple times a day. So if you're like, I need some more Stoke,
I need some of Taylor's crazy
then
little short
I need
films.
some. Have you seen what I've been posting,
Obviously,
dude?
it's the only thing in my feed.
that's where we've been. That's where we've been hanging out. Pushback Army still got some stuff. We're gonna do episodes. Don't worry.
Yeah,
We're not.
there
we're
are
not
there are definitely
dissolving.
people
We're just
that
a
want to
little-
come on
Yes.
that we want to have on and all that stuff. But like without guests, we're just telling jokes.
Yeah.
You know.
We've
'Cause-
also had. I mean, you've had different things happening in the company you're at.
Yeah, started
Obviously-
another company. I'm going to be traveling a lot for that, so that makes it hard to like. Where
It's
well,
the
in February
Ori
we're
show.
going to
At the end of the
yeah,
day.
February we're
That's
going
why
to
he's living
Stokebird.
in. He's going to do the 24/7 podcast that
Right.
we started.
Yes, it's gonna be a live stream of me underneath the ramps.
doing stuff.
Pushback 24/7. You
Looking
can find
for
the groundhogs.
Dude, yeah. But Stokebird in Florida, we're going
Yep,
to that.
yep.
That's going to be
Nice.
dope.
That
Yep.
sounds fun.
Yeah, that's like, if I could only go to one thing a year, I think it would be that because it's so nice
Wow.
and warm
Nice.
and like,
I thought that one time would have done you in when you were waiting around for the trick competition to start.
oh my God.
I think that was one of the angriest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, I was like, gosh darn it. I'm going to go wheel around and find something to drink and look at all the outdoor art. Fuck one wheeling.
I'm very partial to Oak City.
I love
Oak
Oak
For
City,
City.
reasons.
Oak City is.
I love
yeah.
Oak City. I love them all, but I think like for me, like well, also it doesn't hurt that our birthdays are in February,
There's that
so I
too.
do a little bit of birthday stuff.
Yeah.
But
And-
it does hit it in like it's like a dark part of winter.
Yeah,
and
like where you're just like, well, I think I'm gonna finish tying that noose, and then you're like, wait, it's Miami time. Yeah.
maybe I'll put it off for a little bit longer.
I might have to cut that, or we're gonna get demonetized. No,
Are we monetized?
Are we monetized?
I haven't seen any of that. Yeah, and then for work, I'll be the following month. I'll be in Portland for a week, and then I'll be
Nice.
in Toronto for a week the month after that. And it just gets harder and harder and harder.
The world traveling.
But yeah, we're gonna do more. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not gonna promise when or how frequently.
But it is.
I have.
But it will happen.
I have confirmed another Oak City tailgate.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
It's got to happen. So we'll get the crew on. We'll tell you guys the details about Oak City Shred Fest. It's just 4, right?
They just keep making it better and better and better.
Yeah.
They're working all year when we're not there to make it better.
We're in talks with them. They might help out with some content too, and we're gonna help them with some content. I don't know, we're figuring some stuff out.
Yeah, I actually need to do I'm on the rodents, mammals. I need to do a squirrel for them as well. So
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
See, that's what I think of like the groundhogs versus the squirrels. Like I think it would be a really fun like
that'd be a good deck too.
right? Like that brings it back to the World Industries vibes.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Straight. I don't know. Have you seen the artwork that he
Yeah.
did? Yeah. Okay. So the psychotic groundhog, like the face off,
Yeah.
with the squirrels.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. It's cool.
Yeah, I think One Stop wants to come back on too. They were.
They do. I called
I
Brian the
want
other
to
day.
have them back on.
Yeah, I called Brian the other day because we were talking about this place a little bit, and he was just asking me some random questions how we got into this.
Yeah.
And they want to come on. I want to get them here. That's
Dude,
what I
it was
wanna
so
do.
weird to talk to them in person. I mean, I've talked to Junior a lot in person, but like Brian, whatever, like was like, whoa, like you're a real person. It's hard to judge somebody's height. And
Every time
stature.
somebody
You know
sees
what I mean?
me, I'm
Yeah,
like,
just in general.
Yeah.
hey guys.
You're not that short though. You're like 4'7".
Exactly.
You're gonna be fine. Just wear those shoes that Florida dipshit
Listen, man.
wears.
That's why I got my wife. She's got the height, you know?
Yeah, dude.
If I need somebody to beat up, I just call
I
her.
need somebody to get something off the top shelf.
I'm just,
Crack open a pickle
Hey,
jar.
babe.
Caleb, I'm just remembering one of the first weddings we did, and all the bridesmaids were like Amazonian women, just like 6 feet tall, and we couldn't reach the dress.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
But really, wait, you're not that short.
Yeah, 5'4". It's fine. I don't know. My wife's 5'11". I'm 5'4". And my kids will be
You're
giants.
still a king.
I'm still a king, baby.
Short king.
Short king. Live well, kings. I think that was a perfect outro there. So thank you guys for listening. If you
Yeah.
listened, if you did not listen,
Maybe listen on the next
you know,
one. You do
you know
you.
who we are. We're here, but we're not trying to do this like crazy. You can buy a shirt or a sticker or something from the website still. It's still available. We're not really pushing that. We're trying to
Come out to Stoke Run.
come
Yeah,
to
come to
Stoke
Stoke
Run.
Run.
Come to Stoke
Ride.
Run.
Yeah.
Just come to Ohio and ride with us in
Yeah.
general.